Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Reen English Channel. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. Today we've got something a bit different, something wild. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe our channel for more videos.
Yes, something that will test your imagination and maybe even your survival instincts. Today's topic is how to survive on the island.
That's right. Imagine this. You wake up one morning on a deserted tropical island. No phone, no internet, no city noise, just the sound of waves, birds, and maybe a few scary unknown animals.
Oh no, that already sounds like both a dream and a nightmare.
Exactly. And in this episode, we'll walk you through what to do step by step if you ever find yourself stranded on an island. We'll also talk about what it teaches you about life, patience, and resourcefulness.
So sit back, relax, or maybe grab a coconut if you have one, and let's start our survival journey.
Okay, Emma, let's start with the scenario. You're on a small island somewhere in the Pacific. You were on a small boat trip and suddenly a storm hit. The boat sank. You wake up alone on the shore. What's the first thing you do?
First thing, I think I'd panic. I'd look around and just think, where am I?
That's a natural reaction, but after the panic?
I'd probably check if I'm hurt, see if I have any injuries, then maybe look around to see if there's any sign of other people or my stuff, like bags or bottles floating around.
Exactly. That's step one in survival. Assess your situation. Are you safe? Are you injured? Do you have anything useful?
Yes, because sometimes we forget to think clearly when we're scared, but taking a minute to breathe can make a big difference.
Absolutely. So after checking yourself, the next step is to find fresh water.
Ah, yes, water. Because without water, you can only survive a few days.
Correct. And on an island, salt water is everywhere, but it's useless for drinking. So you'd have to look for natural signs like streams, rainwater, or even dew on leaves in the early morning.
I once read that you can collect rainwater using leaves or coconuts.
Yes, you can even make a simple rain trap. So water is your top priority, not food, not shelter, but water.
Makes sense. Food can wait a little, but dehydration can be deadly.
Exactly. And while you're looking for water, you're also exploring the island, getting to know your surroundings.
So, kind of like an adventure, but a scary one?
Yeah, an adventure you didn't sign up for.
All right, so we have water. What's next?
Next is shelter. You need a place to rest, protect yourself from the sun, rain, or even wild animals.
Wouldn't it be best to build something near the beach? That way you can see if a ship passes by?
Good point. Many survival experts recommend staying near the coast for visibility. But here's the tricky part. The beach is hot during the day and can be cold at night.
So maybe build your shelter near the trees, but still close enough to see the ocean?
Perfect balance. Shade from trees, access to the breeze, and a view of the horizon.
Okay, so what do we use for shelter?
Palm leaves, branches, vines, anything natural. If you have clothes, ropes, or even a part of your boat, that's bonus material.
And maybe dig a small fire pit nearby, right? For cooking or warmth?
Exactly. But you have to be careful with fire. If you start one, make sure it's safe, and actually, smoke can help attract rescuers.
Oh, so it's also a signal.
Yes. In fact, a smoky fire is one of the best rescue signals you can make.
Okay, so we have water, shelter, and maybe a fire. I think I'd still be terrified at night, though.
I can imagine the jungle sounds, insects, wind. It's like a horror movie soundtrack.
Totally. I'd probably talk to myself just to stay calm.
And that's actually smart. Keeping your mind active keeps panic away.
So now we're hungry. What do we eat?
All right, first rule, don't eat anything you can't identify.
Good advice.
You'd start with obvious, safe sources: coconuts, fruits, maybe fish if you're near water.
But how would you catch fish without tools?
You can make a simple spear from a stick. Or if you're lucky, you can trap fish in shallow water using rocks.
Okay, that sounds creative. But what if there are no coconuts?
Then insects might be your best protein source.
Ew, really?
I know, it sounds disgusting, but insects are edible and full of protein. In a survival situation, you do what you must.
I guess survival changes your perspective.
Definitely. The goal is to keep energy, not enjoy gourmet meals.
So, lesson learned, if I'm ever on an island, I'll try to love coconuts and maybe crickets.
Exactly.
Let's talk about mindset. Because surviving physically is one thing, but mentally, it's another challenge.
Oh, yes. Mental survival is half the battle.
What do you think helps people stay strong in those situations?
Hope, purpose, believing that help will come. You have to keep your mind busy, plan, explore, build something, even talk to yourself.
Like, okay, Emma, today we're going to make a fishing trap. Let's do this.
Exactly. Self-talk is surprisingly powerful. It helps maintain focus.
And maybe creating routines like wake up, collect water, check for rescue, eat, rest, repeat,
Yes, structure keeps chaos away.
and gratitude. Even in such a bad situation, being thankful for little things like finding water or seeing the sunrise helps you survive emotionally.
That's such a great point. Gratitude gives strength.
And it's interesting, isn't it? We realize how much we actually need to live.
Right. When you're on an island, you don't care about social media, shopping, or stress. You just care about the basics: water, food, safety, peace.
It's a humbling experience.
Exactly. Sometimes surviving teaches you how to live better.
All right, let's say it's been a few days. You've got your routine, your shelter, your little coconut system. Now what?
Now you plan for rescue or escape.
Escape? Like building a raft?
Nets. Yes, though it's risky. You could use logs, ropes, vines, but only if you're sure of the direction and the sea conditions.
So maybe it's safer to stay put and signal for help?
Right. You can create large SOS signs with rocks on the beach or use fire and smoke as signals.
That's smart. And if a plane passes by, waving a bright cloth might help too.
Exactly. The goal is visibility. Make it clear that someone's there.
And patience, again. You have to wait, stay strong, and keep hope alive.
Yes. Survival is not just about strength, it's about patience and intelligence.
It's funny how much it reflects real life. Sometimes you can't rush things. You just do your best and wait for the right moment.
Exactly, the island becomes a teacher.
Okay, let's go deep for a moment. What do you think surviving on an island teaches us about life?
I think it teaches us that we have more strength inside than we realize. When everything is stripped away, no technology, no comfort, you discover who you really are.
Yes, that's so true. And also, you learn what's essential.
Right. Food, water, safety, peace. That's it.
I think it also reminds us of gratitude. Like every time I drink clean water now, I'll think about how much we're lucky.
Exactly. Modern life makes us forget how much we already have.
And maybe it teaches teamwork too. If you're with someone else, survival becomes easier, like you and I on the island.
Yeah, as long as we don't argue over the last coconut.
I'll let you have it, but you'd owe me a pizza when we get rescued.
Deal.
But seriously, teamwork, creativity, and positivity, those three things can save your life.
Absolutely. And even if you never get stranded, the same lessons apply to everyday life.
Yes, adapt, stay calm, think clearly, and never lose hope.
That's the heart of survival, on an island or anywhere.
Beautifully said, Jack.
Thanks, Emma.
All right, everyone. That's all for today's episode of Reen English Channel. We hope you enjoyed this journey and learned not only some survival tips, but also some life lessons along the way.
Remember, stay strong, stay smart, and never underestimate your ability to adapt.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.